Loser bracket final now between 00 Nation and True Esports. GG! Winner of this will be the second team. Actually, no, I think 00 Nation is qualified, doesn't matter what, but of course they want to win the Brazil Championships. Left side, Slowbro, Blissey, Zoroark, again, Mazo believing in the Gudra, and Chandelure, up against Trevenant, Mew, Gardevoir, Dodrio, and an Eldegoss. I think 00 Nation is qualified for the World Championship, doesn't matter what, but of course they want to be the first seed, and if they don't win this tournament, they're not going to be the first seed and only the second one. So it doesn't matter what, they of course want to be the ones winning this tournament, but they will go to the championship, doesn't matter what. Now we have Pipe going on the Zoroark. And getting slowed down already by that vegetable. Look at Shenzi can't even move, it's so annoying. Those basic attacks early game. And Eldegoss goes in and snipes away the last hit. With that leafage, goes in, snipes at max range, and 5 is gonna be very, very sad Zoroark. Mazuno this time bot path. We have a double defender bot path for Brazil. And 00 Nation. Quite interesting. Of course, Gudra doesn't necessarily want to run XP share. Because it wants to be high level, because the Gudra late game is just very strong, and if a Gudra's on a level, it actually doesn't do all too much, so picking Gudra more of like a damage defender, similar to something like Lapras, or Foul Play Umbreon, you know, more of a damage dealer, Water Sport, Blastoise, that category, so doesn't necessarily want to run that XP share. Bot path, Slowbro going forward, looking for the last TT, can he steal it away, but he's up against a Mew with Solar Beam, and the Solar Beam, of course. It's going to be their drip pack for Max of True Esports, looking for the score right here and actually getting off. 5 still stuck on level 4 right now. Needs a tiny bit more to get to that power spike of Feint Attack. I assume it's going to be Feint Attack. Especially as an extreme speed Lucario player, I think he's for sure going to be Feint Attack player, I hope at least. I mean, Night Slash is alright, but against Wood Hammer, potentially Moonblast, drip pack, I don't think it's all too good. Chandelure getting caught right here, tries to invade. Looking for the KO on to Mew, but gets taken over by the Electro Ball. A bit too aggressive there from the Chandelure. And low experience going over to the side of Mew. And why is Brazil separated from Latin America? Because they're a very big region, right? That's why. I mean, there's 3. There's Latin America North, Latin America South, and then there's Brazil, right? I mean, they just have a lot of more teams, so I think it makes sense they have their own region. It makes total sense. Sorim comes through. 31 to 12 points now. Dripek goes in, looking for the Zoroark. And Zoroark with the Feint Attack. Now there's 5 going with the Feint Attack. Does it very fast on 1 HP. He does finally get taken down in the end. But at least they're able to turn it around. Mazo now looking forward as well, looking for the tackle. Doesn't have the whip right yet, so can't quite do all too much yet. And he gets to level 8. And there's the Feint Attack. Wonderfully done by Fab. At least to trade 1 for 1 in that bad scenario. And again, another Boom Blast. Boom Blast Gardevoir for the second time we see today in Brazil. Raja is dropping under half HP now. But it takes so long for Mew to do this, man. No one is going to help out. There's a light screen Electro Ball, and Mew's still going for it. Trevenant now joining back. Slowbro trying to take down the Mew. There's the Night Move into Electro Ball into Wood Hammer, and they secured wonderfully for the Mew. Still very played by True Esports. But that took a while. Zoroark's going to take down Dodrio. Gardevoir's joining in on nice Solar Beam as well. Turns around and 2 KOs. On top of it for True Esports right here. 00 Nation is playing around top goal. Breaking it and now trying to seal away some last hits right here. Ooh, but Fabe messes up the Feint Attack right now. Loses 5 points and the NDD. Dripek comes through. Max looking for the K on 5. 5 now hitting level 9 though. Is going to instantly Night Move as well. Trying to take down the Dodrio. Basically takes into the Shadow Claw. Has enough damage. Another Feint Attacks are being chained. Final Feint Attack comes through. Electro Ball is going to land. But he dodges this with the illusion. And is going to live from it. Wonderful illusion by Fabe there. To make sure the Mew Electro Ball doesn't do any damage, but not getting caught by the Boom Blast. And he gets out again on 1 HP. Oh my god. Vibe gets out again. Insane. Overheat is around the corner. Trevenant is speeding in, looking for the Wood Hammer. Gardevoir Unite only on Mazo. Not doing all too much, but Chandelure gets caught in the end by Dodrio as well. Feint Attack going in as well again, looking for Mew. Didn't have enough damage. Their Bliss Assistance flies in as well again, but Dodrio with the Drip Pack is there. Can 5 live again? Ooh, Jump Kick, Drip Pack. Boost, actually use the Boost Auto Attack instead into the Drip Pack now. And 5 goes down in the end finally. You're trying to run away, looking for a serve to just look for the escape into boost auto attack. Actually tries to turn around onto Mazo now. Into the Elgos Unite as well. Mazo just has to wait and gets taken down in the end. Slowbro trying to peel with that Unite move, but the Elgos healing is a bit too much. That lands onto Mew. Keeps it alive. And both are just landing on the Gudra. And they're taking down Mazo. 5 minutes have passed. Esports actually with the lead right now. 50-point lead for the second C team of Brazil. Level 11 for Dodrio, level 10 for Guard, Mew, level 11 now for Guard over Reach as well, so a bit of a level lead for True Esports. And this Woodhammer Trevenant is trying to be annoying, Horn leeching back to the right side. Doesn't want to overextend a bit too much, also losing the X speed right here, but doesn't matter too much. Looking for Woodhammer, try to get it, this was not a back snap, he tried to pull it from behind him towards the enemies. Doesn't quite do so, of course. The Woodhammer is going to land, looking for the Horn Leech now. Stuck in the prison, though. Is going to heal up onto Mazo, but Zora goes deep and gets taken down. On the right side, Garvina is also going to land into the drill pack. And Zero Zero Nation gets completely wiped in this team fight. What? A 5-0 team wipe. True Esports completely take over this game now. Insane drill pack, insane Gardevoir Unite. And Zero Zero Nation can't find a single KO after Zorak went a tiny bit too deep. They were stuck in the 4v5 and just got rolled over. Oh my. Going to be difficult for them to come back now. Mazo is still stuck only on level 10 right now. And Dodrio already hitting level 30 now for the Jump Kick Plus, which is very strong. After Jump Kick Plus, you also stun in the area you land, and it stuns for such a long time. This is where Dodrio just becomes so difficult to deal with on level 13. It stuns for way too much. And you can just chain CC people very easily. Zorak looking for Mew. Mew does have Unite. It's going to use it to safety, but it's going to look for the engage as well. Hits the serve onto Slowbro. Into the double Woodhammer, Horn Leech. But do they have enough damage to take down the Slowbro is the question. Feint attack going in. Into the Unite move as well. Zorak very deep as well again. But they're going to take down the Dodrio, and Falb runs away and gets to safety quite easily. We're going to still look for this dive right now. Whip is going to land onto Mew, who doesn't have Unite right now, so has to be a bit careful. But Blissey is already down. The support for Zero Zero Nation is back in the Poké Center, and now Mazo doesn't have any healing from his team, so gets taken down in the end. Very good defense by True Esports. Falb now though still hitting level 13, which is also huge because Shadow Claw also increases your stun duration. So also same for Zora, getting more CC on level 13 allows it for more comboing. Looking for the KO onto Dodrio, doesn't quite have enough damage. Again, dodges away from the boost auto attack of Mew with that illusion to make sure it doesn't take out too much damage. And just gets away with those Feint attack and Shadow Claws. Back to safety super easily. We have Trevenant still on bot path, both defenders are there. What? The 4-man Shadow Claw into Unite move, but he gets blown into pieces. Falb was looking for the game-winning play, but in the end they still get 2 KOs right now. They take out Dodrio and Elgos for the life of Zora, who is doing a lot of damage to them. I think he hit like a 4-man Shadow Claw as well. And now we have Zero Zero Nation maybe going for this Rayquaza. Dodrio is just respawning now. But again, they don't have a lot of damage on this Ray. I mean, Shenlu does okay against it, but yeah. Pretty much the only thing they really have to just poke down the Ray. Gudra's terrible against it because Gudra's passive doesn't work on objectives. So you actually can't get your Gui out and get crew reduction, so... Falb's gonna score 22 points. Now they're only 7 points behind. Quite risky of a score. Only 22 points. Now the game is a close battle. Max is still just hovering around, but the fight's breaking out. Surf goes in. Mazo goes very aggressive right now. Already activating the Night move right now, and not really trading out too much for it. There's a Woodhammer landing into the Horn Leech onto Mazo, but Gudra's very tanky right now. A 4-man Travel Unite into the Woodhammer onto Slowbro. He gets blown into pieces. Dodrio running in over the Unite move, almost getting taken on by Falb, who's still on the Sank. He goes in with the Unite move into the Bliss Assistance, but this time not only too much, but they still get Gardevoir. They take down one of the damage healers. Trevenant is also going to fall. And we also have Elgos going down, and suddenly Zero Zero Nation wins this team fight. I don't even know how they won that. Looking for some more points as well right now. 100 points did go in for Zorak. Again, the Bliss Assistance onto one of the Speedsters going in is so effective in these team fights. And now True Esports, they need to score points. They're almost 100 points behind. Question is, they can't do Ray anymore. They don't have any time for do Ray. They only have 25 seconds left. They have to make a push happening somehow. But oh, Doji just gets taken out by the overheat damage. And I think that's going to be it. They only have 20 seconds left. Rayquaza still at 90% HP. They don't have any damage for it. Getting get on by Mazo. I'm surprised they even out this far because no one is defending Botgo right now, but there's only 10 seconds left. Trevenant getting chased down. We also have Mew down. They see all the last 3 members. And 0-0 Nation, a difficult game, is going to take the first win in the loser bracket final. Draft for game number 2 on the left side now for True Esports. We have Mew, Sylveon, Trevenant, Eldegoss, and a Dodrio. Up the right side, 0-0 Nation. Again, 5 on that Zoroark with Mime, Blissey, Gardevoir, and Urshifu. Another team that plays just the solo or no defender Mime team comp. We have seen this now in like India. We have seen it in Asia Pacific. We've seen a lot of regions. There's just Mr. Mime instead of a defender being played. But I guess that, you know, when Slowbro is gone, Trevenant is gone, Lapras is gone, I guess there's only really Snorlax left at this point. Umbreon was still not allowed in this, so I guess there's not too many options you have. Very close first game, I have to say. I mean, there was no Rayquaza even going down. It was all done by points and very, very close. Already 8 points going in. 5 looking for the last right here, but it goes over to Lel. Is able to secure it. It's going to give 5 quite the good early game. Trevenant being very aggressive right here. Trying to steal away those bunnies. Just activating them. But in the end, is able to get out. 5 trying to escape. Getting hit by the Eldegoss. Leafage also going to connect. 5 with that slash across the wall. But first care of the game already for True Esports now. Dodrio with a very early gank is going to get it off. And they're also going to score, which gets to level 5, level 10. And level 5, 10 points and 4 points also go in for True Esports up here. 5 looking for the last hit. Was he actually able to get it? He has 5 points. I'm not sure if that exactly was the last hit. And I actually think Dodrio got it. Mazo going in now. Looking for the surging strikes. Onto Dorian. He does take him down. Goes on to the Sylveon next with that headbutt. Does he have enough damage taken on the Sylveon is the question. Doesn't look like it will be do so. But yeah, still. That's 1 KO. Onto Dodrio, which is huge. And Mazo trying to score very desperately here, but can't quite do it. Eldegoss and Sylveon are able to defend. Point Puff almost taken on the Blissey, but not quite enough. Mazo should be a bit careful right here, getting slowed down, but is able to run away. Zoroark now actually going towards the central area, and they're leaving Mazo on top path, giving more experience over to 5. Also, Shifu's already strong enough. On the left side, you have Sylveon going back to the jungle. Drippex going to land onto Mazo, but I think he dodged it there somehow. Wasn't getting hit by it. Took damage, but he surging strike through it. Look quite interesting. On his way to level 7 now. Gonna pick up that liquidation. Sadly, you don't really have choices there. Honestly, it would be cool if the second move was also a bit different on Urshifu. Zoroark now getting caught though, but so is Dodrio. Clearly getting the revenge KO. And now 2 KOs for 0-0 Nation. They're also going to take down Mew. But honestly, it would be kind of cool if Urshifu also had like a second option and not just liquidation or a throat chop. Would make it even a bit more exciting. But yeah. Of course, already being 2 Pokemon in one kinda, I guess is already good enough, but still. It's a bit boring that you're just always liquidation. Surging strikes going in now. Zoroark getting taken over by the Dodrio. Now 0-0 Nation are turning up the heat. 30 points going in finally for Mazo. Dunks them in. Level 8 already achieved now. He's gonna keep on diving onto the Sylveon. And just try to be aggressive. You have to be aggressive on Urshifu. Early game. He's gonna steal away another 5 points with the liquidation, putting the goal at exactly 1 point left. So either 0 Nation can have an easy break to set up for Regieleki push, or they're just gonna have a lot of points at some point scored in. Urshifu's going in. I mean, Zoroark as well. They just keep on diving and diving and diving in. And True Esports can't do much about it. Mars looking for the invaders Venos, level 9, but nice drip pick towards the left side. Is going to claim the Wrap of Cry quite easily. Nothing Mazo can do about it to steal it. Another Registeer, of course. Is up for grabs. Level 8 already. 8.5 for the Gardevoir as well on bot path. So, also doing quite well. Dodrio going in only level 8 though, of course. So, Urshifu Mazo now popping the Ignite move right now. Going in onto the left side. Oh no, he didn't pop it yet. No, never mind, he has it. Looking for the reactivation. Onto Dodrio. He's going to take down the bird. Jungle difference right here. Getting locked up now though by the Trevenant. But on the right side, are they doing this? No, they're not doing this deal right now. Can't quite do it. Dives back in onto the Trevenant, but Trevenant with a nice Horn Leech. Mazo now getting the Bliss Assistance on. Getting a huge shield. But Valp just staying top path. Doing the Regieleki after breaking the goal. We have Wolfslim going over the Registeel. And they're going to take it down as well. They get both objectives at the same time. Well played by 0-0 Nation. And they're going to dive back in as well onto Mew right here. Mew doesn't have Unite move right now, but with the Surf is enough to peel away. from the opponents. God Unite doesn't really get all too much done. Five diving in with the Unite move as well. Doesn't quite connect the feint attacks. Gets jumped on by the Sylveon. Sylveon on the chase, which means Regieleki is going to walk in, but Zero's Nation will not be able to score any points anyways. So I don't think it's going to matter too much unless Zora can pick up some coins somewhere and walk back, which he might do. He has 20 points right now. But yeah, the Regieleki goes in, but no, actually Ushifu's going to make it. Never mind, it's actually going to be a disaster for True Esports. 40 points going for Urshifu. Pipe is going to get 27, and it's at 1 HP as well, and 1 point left. So they're going to have a huge overcap at some point. Pipe finally going to get taken down by the Sylveon. We also have Urshifu going down. So in the end, still 2 big KOs for True Esports. Oh, Dojo getting stuck on the wall right here. Can't quite go for the Gardevoir. No, Mystical Fire. Sylveon's on the chase. Psychic is going to miss. And Gardevoir gets taken down. Mime jumping forward onto the Sylveon, looking for the confusion right. Can't quite confirm the KO, though. Doesn't have enough damage because he's running Focus Spin and Buddy Berry, of course, for the defensive build. But Zoroark is back. And he's going to take down the Eldegoss on the chase. No Shadow Claws doing connect. Mew trying to escape, but no chance. Good luck getting away from a Zoroark. It's just not possible. 217 to 41 points jumping onto Drury as well now. And Zero Nation are looking in full control of this game. Of course, they lost 2 members on top path for those points. So they gave up a lot of experience as well, but they also scored a lot of points, of course, which puts them into a huge lead. Drip Hack onto the Zoroark Pipe. He has to get Bliss Assassins on. Not doing all too much here, though. Was only hitting a Trevenant who was already unstoppable anyways. Going in now with the Horn Leech. Zero Nation can't connect anything. Drip Hack goes back in, jump kick across the wall. 5! And Urshifu are going to take down the Dojo, though. And a 40 back cap from Mr. Mime. Gets a 39 overcap. On top path, puts Zero Nation even further into the lead, but the rest just have to live now. Urshifu, I mean, Blissey getting engaged on. Pipe diving back in with the final feint attack. Has to be careful though, getting locked up by the Wood Hammer. And taken down. A bit too over-aggressive there by Pipe. And he gets punished for it. Wolf Slim looking for the damage right here by the double KO in the end for the Sylveon. Urshifu, Mazo is going to take down the Mew. But already 3 KOs for the Sylveon, who's going to chase on the quarter KO right here. Mime does have Unite move up. Can he turn something around, looking for the confusion onto maybe someone? Urshifu still alive as well, getting maybe Wood Hammer in a second. Can Mazo lift this right now? Does he have enough healing? No, he doesn't have enough healing. Finally taken down. And Trevenant lives on 1 HP. What an insanely close team fight. Pipe's already back alive, but Sylveon jumps across the Shadow Claw. Is going to go into Unite for the Zoroark, but doesn't have enough to finish anyone KOs right here. But he's going to find the Dojo with that final feint attack in the end. Man, this fight just is non-stopping. Goes back in as well again onto the Eldegoss, gets a double KO, tries to dodge the Solar Beam. Does a tiny bit as well though. Electro Ball being chosen now, but Sylveon with those point and click moves are going to take down Zoroark. Reggie still almost taken down right now. Shifu's going for the Regieleki, but Blissey secures it. Reggie goes over to Zero Nation. And we push Shifu, taking also 3 Regieleki on top path right now. Oh my, that was like 2 minutes of fighting, I feel like. Non-stop action. Non-stop. And we're already only 20 seconds away from the final 2 minutes. Level 14 Sylveon now. Which I don't know if it's going to matter too much, but of course being level 14 is always huge. But they have to hurry up and clear this Regieleki because it's walking towards their end goal zone. And they're going to slowly take it down. There we go, cleared. And this allows Zero Nation to go for bot path push. Trevenant almost taken down. But that's a huge overcap there. 74 points. They're almost 300 points ahead now. Going into the final 2 minutes. That is such a big lead. And True Esports as well again. They don't have very good objective clear. Urshifu knows that a backup might be happening. Dory trying to score. But Mazo, aware of this might be happening, is able to defend it quite easily. Yeah, True Esports in a very bad position now. In a very bad position. And we have Zoroark diving in with the Bliss Assistance as well. Looking for Mew. Mew does a very defensive Unite. Is going to live. The Solar Beam does some damage, but not enough to take down Zoroark. And they trade some Unites back and forth. It's now 3 against 3 Unite moves. Gardevoir, Urshifu, Mime on the right side. Sylveon, Eldegoss, and Dojo Unite on the left side still up. But Esports are running out of time. They have 1:15 to go, and they're just going for a push maybe onto this first goal. Looking for a team fight, engaging now into Soda, but Soda with the barrier confusion into the Mime Unite. Eldegoss trying to keep the team alive. 5's dropping on HP, and 5 is taken down. But Urshifu is going to turn around as well and take down Mew on the chase now of this Eldegoss. Eject buttoning forward. Was it actually eject button? I think he has eject button, yeah. Soda getting caught, trying to live right now, but Urshifu with the reactivation. Sylveon does have Unite, jumps across it, gonna try to start healing up with the Mystical Fire. Does Mazo have enough sustain? Softboard X is there, But True Esports needs so many points. Dorio did go for a score, but that score is not going to be any of importance. And now Sylveon's getting engaged again by the Yoshifu, gets egg bombed as well, jumps into Rayquaza. Does he have another missing fight to go across the wall? No, he doesn't. Also taken down, 30 seconds left. And I think this is for sure going to be it. Woodhammer's going to land, trying to take down Mr. Mime, who barely is on 1 HP, but the Electro Boys, no, it's not even going to take him down. And Fight is back alive. He's jumping over Mew. We have Mazo taking a 100-point cap in the enemy hometown. And that's going to be it. 4 members dead, 5 members dead of True Esports. And 0-0 Nation, they move back into the grand final with a 2-0 over True Esports. And no Rayquaza taken in the loser bracket final. Rayquaza didn't go down a single time in these 2 games. GG's.